So guys, for this video we want to do something that's just unseen, something just unbelievable, and something never been done in a video before. And we will do the hand wraps here. No, it probably has been seen in a video, but I will do it very differently from any video if you have ever seen. So, but I've noticed first I've noticed that this thing here and this here, this is wider than this, or at least the same width, probably wider. So if this is this width, this will be around maybe here, so a little bit bigger. And yeah, as big as we make it, it will look more heroic or something like this. Also, let's remove the beard and the hair now. And the beard, just to see. Okay, our neck is pretty much normal. But for our guy here, we want to make it a little bit longer, the neck. So what we'll do is take this, select the head, remove perspective. It's very good idea to not work with perspective when we are moving things. So we select this and then Control Shift drag to see, and Control Shift drag everything here. So now only the head and everything around it is selected, and we'll move it a little bit up, just a little bit. And now he looks a little bit more heroic with a little bit longer neck than usual. But since the concept is like this, we want to do it and it's more heroic. It's not exactly the most how do I say it, the most anatomical view of this character, but whatever, it's some kind of an artist point of view, you know. So it's normal. We could handle it. Okay. Let's see it without the beard again. It doesn't look super long. Just a little bit longer. But it's nothing to worry about. So I think we are pretty much alright and okay, and everything else indeed. Indeed. Very important to say indeed every time, because indeed is like gentleman's word, you know. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Of course, indeed. So saying indeed is make you a gentleman, make you a kind of a James Bond character. Indeed. It's a little bit British, indeed. Or not. Indeed. Okay. Probably it's too much. Indeed. I can't stop, you know. So, it's cool. We will probably make... wow, this is some kind of a mask. Who did this mask? Yeah, I did it for practice. So, sometimes when I do something, for this tutorial especially, I'm practicing beforehand, and I'm sorry about that, but that is true. So as you can see, we'll probably do the mask, or a mask, which will start from here and it will go spiral. It will make a spiral, and if we want to be more precise, we can do just this. It will be a little bit easier to isolate the hands and just make our spiral thingy. So the spiral we will extract, as you can imagine, and then we will push, pull, and make sure that it's a little bit look like a strap. And then we will probably make another mask with another spiral. Spiral looks like Jack Sparrow, but spiral, Jack Sparrow, no. Jack Spiral, it's a little bit, but why not? If it was Jack Spiral, everybody would know it as Jack Spiral, and nobody will say, no, Jack Spiral is not right. It would be right because it will be Jack Spiral. So let's think of it that this spiral to be Jack Spiral, and we'll make another Jack Spiral after it. Alright, I think this is a pretty good Jack Spiral, and we will go to our extract and extract it and accept it. And now we have our thing. Then of course del hidden and zero measure on the lowest subdivision or the lowest setting, if we can say. So you can see our mask. I made the distance between the masked parts a little bit bigger because sometimes extract is just collapsing things, and that's I wanted to avoid, and I think I did it here, but probably in the other mask I will make it on the purpose just to show you how it's done and how you can mess the things up. So let me see now the mask. It's nice, not the mask but the geometry is pretty cool. I think it could be better, but it's for now it's nice. I'll just inflate it so it's the skin is not visible below, or not penetrating. The skin is not penetrating. Yeah, penetrating look sounds a little bit odd, but it is that. So I will just do it at 0.3 and try it. Now it's a little bit better. I think it needs a little bit more geometry because it's a strap. It's a strap and it should be divided by squares, especially when we are giving it thickness and making it like it should be. And probably even in this video we will make the thickness because the thickness will be important for positioning the straps, comparing to each other. Position them so they will overlap a little bit, one over the other and stuff, and we have to think about it a little bit, but it's nothing too much, so it's cool. So this is one of the straps that we'll use, and the other one we'll make it now. And we will start by doing this one here because this is the most important one and we want to do it first. So let's start with this, go through here and probably continue onwards. Let's see the other straps. So I will try to go between them so I can have something to go between them, you know. Yeah. It will be a little bit difficult, and probably in this area here the distance is too little, so probably it will connect them when we extract. It will be connected, but that doesn't bother us because we will prevail or something like this. Okay. No. Yeah, sometimes I forgot the shortcut for masking, which is Control, and when you have to remove the mask, Control Alt and just draw. That's your Bible of doing this. Alright. And let's try to finish it around this area here with a bigger strap. Alright, I think this will be enough for now. Extract, accept, and do this again, del hidden. And you can see here they are connected, which in this case is not exactly a problem because they will be below the other straps, so here this won't be visible. But if this happens to you and you want to fix it, it's not super difficult. You have to just hide those polygons and then del hidden. And then probably you should be just moving this so it will be more more of a straight line, not jagged, because jagged is always making me, you know, jagged is always making the zero mesh thing that it has to be jagged, and it's keeping it jagged. It's not good. Now it's pretty nice. Not the best, but yeah. So let's try to inflate it also, and let's just think where and what could be where. So this obviously will be on the top, so I will inflate it a little bit more, because you can see here, and we have to have something here. Let's think about it. Let's let it be. This one goes down a little bit. This one is up. So I'm selecting with Alt click the different subtools here and just moving them around. This one will be exactly here. I will just move it into position like this, and I'll just force it to be whatever I want. So what I told you in the beginning of the video, that we will make something very special, this was it, you know. It's not super special. I was of course joking a little bit, but other than that, it's important, and we should be able to do it like this, because otherwise we'll be just sculpting, and this is not okay. I mean, we can just do one mesh, just extract one big mesh on the arm and just sculpt and sculpt and sculpt and make it, but I think this is the better way, because we will have all the forms and we'll have to just make some folds later. I'm just trying to fix this. In this area, the bandage should be straight a little bit, so I have to consider this and just inflate. I'm using inflate sometimes. It's very much easier to inflate it instead of doing something else. This bandage will go below the other one, and then they will kiss and marry. No, probably they will not, but the main idea is to make something that looks convincing. That it's not, don't have to be exactly realistic or perfect, but it has to look a little bit convincing. So one thing should go to the other. We shouldn't have this kind of things here, so they should be a little bit like going. Let's zero mesh it again, because I don't like this. Okay, now I like it. Here and here, and this probably will go like this, and I'm not sure where I will go with this, but let's continue. And yeah, even if it takes like 2 videos, it's nothing, because 2 videos is like 40 minutes. It's not super huge deal for this pretty important thing. For me, it's pretty important. I think that those kind of things that are a little bit difficult to make are very important to be done nicely, because that will differ you from the other guys that are doing same stuff. Their stuff will look a little bit not worked out and stuff, and your stuff will look pretty much good. Let's see here. Okay, we have another thing here that's connected, and we will of course want to disconnect this, and this will be a little bit tricky, because if we try to remove these, we'll remove also part of the back, which we don't want, but we can always go ahead and do something like this, and then they're hidden. And I'm glad that this happens, because I can show you. So when mistakes happen, or when things go wrong, you will learn the most from this. If everything goes into plan, I don't think there will be much to learn, except for the techniques and everything, but there's a lot to learn from just fixing mistakes. Not mistakes, but fixing mishaps. and they're pretty often happening, especially in the beginning when you're starting. It's very much normal to have mishaps. Mishaps. Wow, such a strong word. I mean, like, definitely or certainly. Okay. Go ahead and just adjust this, and let's zero mesh it. Almost perfect, almost perfect. Let's zero mesh again. Pretty much perfect. I like it very much. So let's continue our quest. So here in the bottom I like it kind of, but we need more work. So I will inflate this a little bit so it goes on top, and here it goes on the bottom, and it just protruding here. I'll move it a little bit like this. And we don't want to see a skin at all, because in the concept we don't see skin. So it's completely wrapped, which is the thing we want to achieve. So if we know what we want to achieve, it's a little bit easier to achieve it than if we don't know what we want to achieve. If we didn't know, it would be difficult. Definitely. Certainly. Certainly. Yes. Okay. So here I'm worried a little bit because I don't know what to do exactly, but I will just inflate some things and they will give me an idea how to proceed in this endless pursuit of happiness, if we may say so. So this will go down. We have to move the things a lot. They should be just randomly on top of each other. One should be like this, the other should be like in the other direction and stuff like this. And this way we'll have more variety and it will look more realistic and more fun. And this is not exactly what I have in mind, but whatever, it's going to work. I'm trying to inflate this and move it, but this is going crazy here, so I'll just remove part of it and then we'll work with the others. Just inflate here. So let's see how it goes here. Okay, this is on top and this is going inside here, and it's ending there. Let's zero mesh it again. Okay, better topology, better to work with, like this. And when we make thickness, we will see how everything just will be fixed. But I don't want to make thickness yet. I just want to work on this until it's good. And it will be a while. So I'll recommend you to, if you want, you can skip forward. Or if you want, this video is almost ending, so you might just go to the other video, and to the end of it, maybe we should be doing it. So you have to be persistent. You have to pursue your dreams, or in this case, pursue the making of this wrap to make it look nice. And that's the idea here. If you can do this, you can do almost anything, of course. No, I'm saying that this is one of the difficult parts here. The other difficult parts will be the sash or the waistband. it will be a little bit difficult. And of course the fiber mesh, it will be pretty nice and difficult. Very important to be difficult. Because nice is easy, difficult not so much. It has to be difficult in order to be interesting. Yeah, when it's a challenge, it's good. So, see you in the next video.